It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning NFC champs and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw in Grove was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. That's caught by Kelly. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and match protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's got this down to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Murray to run again, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. It's complete. Vereen. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Isaiah Simmons able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The second quarter score from KC. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Now the try here for the point after. And it's 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Forced out to, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the bootleg, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Murray.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
The 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Murray off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Second and 1. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out. Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short, I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Again for Evans. This time he's got it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. Completes it to Vereen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there. You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, it's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today,